Okay, I kind of see what happened with my past stream of wanting to like record myself buying myself pride flags for, you know, being on the ace spectrum and the aromantic spectrum. Today I just wanted to point out something that I noticed on YouTube. I was watching a content creator, and at first I thought he was saying things ironically, like not actually meaning them. But then after a while it became apparent to me that he's, you know, one of those people. People who think that emotions are weaknesses and that, like, the person he was watching said, I'm gonna be sharing some views that are, I think she said right-wing, so just fair warning, you know. And he's just aggressive. I was gonna say very aggressive, but I have an issue where I forget things and my emotions don't last very long. I've just been, you know, several things I'm dealing with, but that's beside the point. I think being around people who say emotions or weaknesses are bad to be around because they gaslight you into believing that the pain that you're experiencing is your fault. And my father is one of those people, because one time my mom made a comment about I need to eat more, like, healthier, I need to organize my eating. I think that was the comment. And it stopped me in my tracks. And I told my dad, she told me this, and it kind of interrupted my day. And he said, basically, you failed at handling the comment. It is your fault for feeling hurt by her comment. And I feel like his anger is over the top, and his negativity is over the top. This guy that I just watched here, it's, Therese H. Lee made a video on male performativeness or male performativity. I like the second one. I think men think it's masculine to be angry and negative. But the reality is, on the outside, it's just rather unpleasant, and it feels like you're being subject to judgment just by watching them be negative about various things. So I'm gonna pull him up. Obviously, there's always risks with criticizing men, because the response to being criticized can be violent. And so, in the past, I've experienced fear when it came to criticizing guys. But, yeah. From love interest to a source of fear. Not like one specific person, but just in general. I don't even know if it's a good idea, but the thing is, you know, there he is. I thought since he's like an anime character, that he might have views that are like docile and chill, but I don't know if I should add this to like my period stress and everything that's been going on with me. Been recently struggling with something where the thing about dealing with a narcissistic person is that they want to own everything you have. They want to own the house you live in. They want you to believe that everything you have, everything that makes you you, belongs to them. Like one time, my mom said, yeah, you got my body type from me. That's her saying that. And she said, yeah, the Arabic, you learned it from me. She wants me to believe that everything I have belongs to her. And it's just, it's a bit of a struggle because there's something else happening under the scene. And, yeah, honestly, fuck it. Yeah, I can't really think because I've been on Benadryl for a while. Do not take Benadryl. It causes dementia eventually, and it causes memory issues. It reached a point where I couldn't remember my bank PIN, and it made me forget part of the alphabet. So, we're going to be looking at this guy. I don't know if it's a good idea, but that's his name. I mean, can I play like a snippet of it without being copyright struck? I should just share what I'm thinking. How to make rude people instantly regret their tone. She let slip more than intended. because she is an older woman and she is wise. I told a nurse, I told a pharmacist on the phone, my vision went black after taking this medication. And he said, "What do you mean by that?" I told him I meant what I said. My vision went black. I think he was expecting me to be docile about my shit. But the reality is, I'm not docile because I'm 24. I'm just a loser that lives with their parents. I'm 24, and if I want to tell someone something, I'm not scared. I just say it to them. If I'm at work, back when I was employed, rest in peace my employment, if an employee wouldn't answer my question, I just stared at them until they did. Big B. So, I've just been watching Teresa's channel and learning that some people are allergic to accountability, namely toxic mothers and men. It's just like the framework mirrors itself, no pun intended, because mirrors and fairy tales. Rock version. That's Therese. I subscribed to her today despite watching her channel for a long time. And that is Victor, a man I briefly had a crush on. He's fictional, like all my other crushes, for the last fucking about 3 years. I say about 3 years, because the traumas that made me this way happened in 2023, and since then I haven't been able to, had a hard time falling in love and staying in love, so I'm stuck that way. I bought myself an aromantic pride flag because we're in this for the long haul, guys. Sensitive nice guy goes on Love is Blind. Dating shows are bullshit because love is based on looks, and that in itself is bullshit. So I don't believe in love. And I do give Therese the credit for gradually teaching me this. This lady, I give this lady the credit for making me laugh, even though I think they're a man at this point. I don't know if it's safe to criticize their video, but the video that I'm talking about is this one. Can I access my history? I just don't think it's a good idea to criticize it because I'm already stressed. I'm about to be on my period, and I don't... Like, if I criticized a woman, she'd probably be like, yeah, you're just a loser. And... okay. Loser is okay. But with, like, guys, some guys have a very obtuse reaction, like large. And I think that they amplify their reactions to appear more masculine. If you look at comedians and a bunch of men who talk online, they'll say they don't like something, but they say that, like, with magnitude that is large. And you begin to wonder, do you actually have such a big an opinion about this? Like, I don't know what it is, like, I've talked about this before on my channel. My vocal cords are damaged because I screamed at my mom, but losing my voice did not save me, because I am fucked. Anyway, I'm actually fucked. A part of me just wants to say what's going on, but it's like trauma dumping. On the other hand, we got nothing but donuts. This is a donut shop. 0, 0, 0. Like it's in heaven. From what I've noticed, if you're a content creator, you don't like talk about a topic and then trauma dump and then keep going. But it's my channel. So do I do it? Well, here's the thing. My channel is a place where I talk about myself a lot. And I'm not the only thing that I discuss. but I'm the centerpiece here, basically. So, yeah, between dealing with some stuff with my mom of her like, ha 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 ha, I own this thing, hee hee hee, and dealing with she doesn't like keeping her hands to herself, so, I can be very vehement and say, hey, I don't like this, I think this is terrible, I know you broke my nose on purpose, and if she doesn't like what I said, she can physically attack me. So, yeah, if you're a woman and you are not very strong, and it has come to your attention that your mother is hostile, get out of there, because she's gonna find ways to put her roots in your life. She's approaching my room, I can hear her. Or somebody is. Perhaps a cat. It's not safe for women, because some men are weirdos, and your mom has some kind of death wish on you. She has like a bounty. Just like with the way she treats you, it almost seems like she doesn't care if you die. So, yeah, I wish, there's a specific thing that's happening in my life, and I think I was gonna say I wish it wasn't the case, but I honestly don't really, my emotions don't last very long. That is her downstairs because she's ripping things up, because she's so angry about me telling the truth. Yeah, it's not safe for women. Get your grades, get your college degree if you think you need that, and get out of your current living situation, because some parents can be actually very unsafe. Let me repeat that. Some parents can be very unsafe. They treat your life like a game, where they palm you off to the cops, they pull your hair to the ground like a few days ago, they hit you, they play insane games with your mental health, like, permanently altering the middle of your face. And then, as a victim, you need to be able to hold on to the anger and clearly say who the perpetrator is and that it was on purpose. Because if you can't do that, you have nothing to hold on to. You might go numb. That is her in the kitchen. She has a way of moving. Besides, when my dad hits the kitchen filter on the bin, he does it multiple times, he goes do 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 do. But her, she has another way of moving. So, yeah. This is the end result of living with your mom. Can you see how it's not quite straight? I suppose it's not a big deal, but it has been for me for so much time, up until I had a specific argument with her where I got the gaslit fuck out of me. NGL, not gonna lie. I didn't mean it when I said NGL, but that is the truth. I got the fuck gaslit out of me, if I'm not wrong. You see how that's not symmetrical? And if you just want some further evidence, yeah, safe to say, that's not a straight nose. I should eat my food, because I gotta make sure I'm eating enough when I'm on my period, or when I'm going to be. I make this phrase, eat enough and ignore men. So, them some crazy motherfuckers. And that's coming from a girl who, historically hasn't really liked using the word crazy, but now I'm kind of chill about it. I didn't know you were chill like that. And devil's horns. Men have women in a chokehold by telling them that they're whores and sluts. And I was watching episode 3 of Teresa's red pill, like, disintegration, demolification, what's the name? Like, this is why I gotta get off Benadryl. Red pill, declassification, decodification, what's the word? Red pill, deconstruction. And there was like this podcaster. My mom doesn't give me a door, ala fikra. Ala fikra is as an idea, like by the way, ala fikra. But in Moroccan, I was angry about my nose, and after that argument where I fought, I ended up being gaslit by her. So I basically don't have the ability to bring up something and call her out on it without being gaslit or blackmailed. She didn't blackmail me with anything dangerous, speaking traditionally. It was more like, if you... I'm in the middle of something, sorry.
Huh?
I'm in the middle of something, I'm sorry.
Okay. Do you have your phone or my phone in the account?
I don't know.
Okay, could you check 919-756-4517?
And in Teresa's video there were clips of men calling women sluts. This is not true. You should have as much sex as you want and be with whoever you want. They want to make you feel bad about yourself, to make themselves feel good about themselves. They want women to have less sex for their own ego. And so deconstructing that is gonna take a hell of a while, but you have to. After, like, everything, I have a hard time being angry. After her hostility and her breaking my nose, I can't feel a lot. I got some food here, I'm gonna eat it. Food? Food, I say food. Basically, her enemy is me being financially independent. Her enemy is me being financially independent, because then she can't fuck me around anymore. I'm gonna head out now. Bye-bye.